Sweet. Let's go with Chloe and Hazel. Well aware that you signed up, I don't know, an hour and 42 minutes ago, Chloe. It's totally okay.
That's okay. I think I understand what's going on here.
I think you got it. I think we're going to pass by it tomorrow night, so we're good. Keep it rolling.
Right. Okay, what will help solve this issue? A project owner repeatedly complains, saying that a function developed by the development team does not seem to align with the original design. Okay.
Dude, that's awesome.
A, ask the product owner to sit in on the next iteration review meeting to learn more about the development status for the product. I don't really like it, but let me keep going.
Why not?
Sitting in on the review meeting, I think, is that where you learn about the function itself? So that's
Lean
probably
into that. Lean into that. Like, are we there for the wrong reason? Is maybe what you're asking. Like,
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that wouldn't be the place to talk about the function.
okay.
B,
So let's act decisively. You want to keep it or not keep it?
I'm gonna not keep it.
All right. Yeah, because it's like, hey, right conversation, wrong time, kind of thing. So okay,
Right.
I'm cool. Wrong time for that conversation or whatever you want to say.
Right.
Keep going.
Ask the quality assurance team to identify any mismatches in functionality compared to the initial design.
Yeah.
I like that. I would say B. Just comparing, it's like you're reviewing to see if it's lined up. So that would be a contender.
Okay.
Ask the development team to rewrite the function. I wouldn't say that because there was no review. So I would cross
right.
that out. D, schedule time during the next retrospective. I think that's too late. But I could see how that could be a contender. But I would say B.
Okay. I don't even know if you read the whole D. Did you read the whole D?
I just really liked B, but
I mean, you read real fast. You like read slow and then fast in your mind. Like, you're like Da Vinci here. Or why don't you just go ahead and read the whole thing?
Schedule time during the next retrospective session to discuss all corrective actions and ask the project owner to participate in the session. I think because it's about the specific functionality, I still am leaning towards B.
Okay.
Because it addresses the issue faster. But I can see how D could also work, but I would probably choose B.
Okie dokie. Closing B. Product owner repeatedly complains. Man, they keep saying, I don't like it. That something developed by the development team does not seem to align with the original. This isn't what I wanted. This isn't what I wanted. I didn't like it. Cool. Hazel, thoughts? What do you like? Hazel,
so I do like B, but I
Okay.
said D, and Chloe's rationale of D sent me back to B. And then I thought like, shouldn't the project owner attend the sessions to discuss corrective actions? That's what I would think should happen. But, and is that too late? Who knows?
In the retrospective,
the next day. The retrospective could be the next day.
It could be. I mean,
because they
either
repeatedly
14 or 1 day away.
Yeah, now it says they could repeatedly complain. So it seems to me like this is not the first time this complaint has happened. So I would schedule a meeting for them to meet. I would still stick with D because if they're complaining, quality assurance team should have already identified this because it's saying repeatedly complain. So I'm gonna stick with D, but I do like B.
Okay, I like it. And now you peeled an onion in my brain. Like repeatedly complains that something's wrong.
Right.
So if we were to say this right, what will help solve this? I mean, it's not the right, like it might be, if we were really thinking about it, Scrum Master might come and say, hey, we don't have this issue. Y'all, we have these issues.
Right.
And what are these issues? Might be the fact that this person who seems to matter
Mhm.
has complained multiple times and still is complaining. Not the fact that they keep running their mouth, but we haven't made them happy.
Right.
And then the other thing is like, why did we get into the situation where we're making them unhappy? So we probably have like a systemic, however that word is,
Yeah.
root cause issue here. And then the manifestation is like, hey, we're not responding to issues well, and we're not building what they need to build or what they think we need to build.
Or what they think they need to build. Right.
Yes, ma'am. Their perception might be a
Yeah.
little off. We might be doing whatever, but we might be selling it or sharing it the wrong way. So the thing that gets me is like, discuss all corrective actions. Like they did say all, and that might lead us
To
that,
the
like,
repeat. Yeah.
to these issues.
Repeated complaints.
That's interesting. And then the retrospective, like we talked about earlier, is like, let's get it all on the table. What's
Let's
going
get it
on?
on the table. And and you need to be here while we get it on the table, because I'm about sick of your emails and your phone calls and your complaints.
I don't know which person you are right now, but like, I don't want to be on the other side of this, but like, yes, because it might be like the customer might say, or the project owner might be like, why do I have to tell you 27 times before you listen to me?
Yeah, like one more again now. Yeah.
Yeah. Like the next call I'm making is to the big boss, bye-bye, like, or whatever. And it might be, and why didn't you listen? Or how did you, so we might get into it, but like, that's why it's, a safe, open discussion is what we need. Healthy, all that junk. So yeah. You're on D. Go back to Chloe. Chloe, you going with B or you gonna fight with Hazel? We just saw what happened in the retro. I don't know.
I know. The only thing that got me is that they could keep complaining, but maybe they're wrong. So if the quality assurance team says, hey, this was the initial design, then, they could be wrong in that. But then now I'm just like, well, the retrospective could, I would say, do the quality assurance first and then have a retrospective. So at least we can bring some, hey, well, we took this to quality assurance and now we're at the retrospective, but.
Yes, you verified.
Yeah, just to bring some kind of, receipt.
But you think, since they repeatedly complains, do you think
Right.
quality assurance had already identified and fixed it, and now we got another complaint, and quality assurance and did it, and they got another complaint? It was just that repeated complaints. So
Yeah.
if they repeat and they self over and over, and all the complaints the same, they may be different complaints. So to me, that's just telling me you're not participating in the development and what we're discussing in these retrospectives. So how about you join us and you go voice it to the team?
No doubt. Here, I love it. Chloe, let me ask you one question, and Eric too. Like, if the only words in the answer section were B, and it says the product owner repeatedly complains, blah, 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 it doesn't do whatever. What will help solve this issue? We say we got one bullet in this gun in a positive way. The only thing that we're doing is we're going to ask the quality assurance team to identify any mismatches in functionality compared to the initial design. If and only if we do that and only that, it will solve the issue. Yes or no? Maybe so.
No.
Because they're going to
Because they might go, dude, you're right. Or talk me, I don't even know. You said no, why not?
I think it's because of the question, because of the original design piece. And that's why I'm getting caught up on B, probably because it's saying original design versus initial design. That's what's tripping me up, I think.
Well, here's the other thing. Let's say the QA team, they verified that everything is in alignment. Then the product was made based on what everyone agreed to. So
Yeah.
The owner could have an issue, but in the beginning when we agreed on the scope and all that stuff, this is what we agreed to. So there is no, it's just you're just whining, right? We met the standard that we all agreed on in the beginning.
Yeah. And the other thing is, like, if we just did, you guys nailed it, the quality assurance, they said either you're dead on or you're not, whatever, they come back, or a little bit of both. The game is still afoot. We still have a cantankerous person or persons, and we still have what we're doing, and we still have to deal with the fact that they told us 1 billion times, and they're probably not going to stop. And we still have a communication thing. We still have to find a better. So it's like, what solves the issue? It does say what will help. Like, this will help. But I think a bigger thing is like, yo, okay, let's talk it out. Like, let's talk it out. And
I'm
then the
putting
retros
myself
are-
in that seat, right? And I know I could be a complainer in different situations in my life, and I could keep coming
doubt.
back. And that's with my husband. I could keep coming back. Like, so until he actually shows me
yeah.
and we discuss it together, then I have a better understanding in my head. Because he might say, you come down here and watch me cut this wood and put it up here and put it this way, and it won't work because of this way. You know, I
Yeah,
can't
no
keep
doubt.
complaining because now I know, and we could discuss it.
Yeah. Love it. So this is awesome. So the thing is, we have the retro for a reason. Like I think early on, Chloe, I think said wrong conversation in the review meeting to talk about development statuses. That's different, but like being disciplined for like why we have these meetings and what we discuss in them is pure and what we're trying to move toward. So the retro is like, get it on the table. Let's talk it out. Let's find a way to get better. Let's deal with the problems. So that's like, this is the part where we're going to do that. So super duper. If you're new, keep rolling. If you're old, keep rolling. Regardless, you're going to pass. We're going to be all right. I got to jump over and do a daily stand up. I'm late, so I'm breaking the rules. See you later.
Thanks,
alligators.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
This was awesome. This was awesome.
See you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Bye-bye.